the Awakening Word brought to you by Reverend Samson Ajetomobi, the President of the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated and Overseer of the Redemption Faith Churches.
So when I say to you most time, nothing encourages a man like answers to prayer. It's an amazing truth. And I'm sure today you will experience answers to prayer.
Reverend Ajetomobi is called by God with a mandate to reach the unreached at all cost and reawaken the church to our responsibilities.
Every gallows the enemy have set up, by the word of God today, they will go into the same pits.
Be blessed.
The pursuit of time. Number one thought: time never apologizes to people who doesn't use it. If you use time, it doesn't apologize to you. It's all your choice. Number two, time is consistently moving, either use or not use. Our life timing, regular daily timing, is moving consistently forward. Time does not move backward. It's moving consistently forward. Either you use it or you don't use it. If you choose to sleep and refuse to wake up early, and it is 7 a.m., it's 12 noon, and you pretend to yourself that it is still early morning, time had not waited, because it will consistently keep going on. And if either you use it or you don't use it. Number three, time leaves you each day older. Either you use time or you don't use time, you won't stop growing. Time leaves you each day older. So if you don't pursue it, you are getting old and you are losing opportunities. Time will reflect you as weak or strong. You don't use time very well, others will leave one behind, and that is it. One will be left behind weak. If you use time very well, you get stronger. You conquer more land. You get bigger. You get stronger. That's what happens when you pursue time. Time not used reduce life chances gradually. Gradually. I'm sure some of you are aware now that when you hit certain age and you apply for some job, they say, no, this job is for people from 23 years to 29. And now you are 31. And the reason you are 31 was because you were careless when you were in school, when you ought to get serious and pass your exam and graduate at 24, you were playing around and you say, I still have time. And by the time you now graduate and you are applying around, you are 31. Best choice jobs go for people of younger years in this our generation. How many are aware of that? So when you don't put time to use, when you don't pursue time, it reduces your life chances, but it reduces it gradually. You might not even know. That's the evil of it. It reduces your chances gradually. Anytime you pursue time in deep preparation, it enhances your value. Time well used can give you early life rising. So when you keep running and running, and you are using time on as required, finish your primary school in good time, secondary school in good time. By the time you are 23, you are a graduate. With a first class, you put in again, before you say Jack, you are a PhD holder at 26. Amen. Your academic is fast. Yes, because he used time fast enough. And so will the opportunities be. Pursuit of time is a reflection of what drives a man's heart. Do you desire to be great? Time is needed to be used to be great. Psalm 39, verse 4 to 5. Behold, thou hast made my days as what? As an handbreadth, and my age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity. In other words, the time you don't use will not extend the time you will live on earth. It's not going to extend it. So if you use it, perfect. If you don't use it, too bad. But you must remember that you are not designed to live forever. If you are going to make mark on earth, then make a choice to pursue time. And pursue time in good time. Because there is a time when you rise up to run, they say, oh boy, you are late. Where were you all these years? I say this a lot to young ladies. I said, ladies, check the flower of your life. When you are very young, between 18 years down to 26 years, 27 years, at the most now, maybe 28, you are the bride of every young man. Who knows what I'm talking about here? Every young man wants to pursue you. Every young man says, you are beautiful, you are wonderful. If you abuse those windows of years and you cross to your 30s, you might be begging men to marry you. There is a time when you pursue it properly, you are the bride of your day, even in your career. In the place where you work, there is a time you put so much energy to your work, you serve so well that the company or the organization is tied around your great performance. It will just be natural for you to be promoted, not with a prayer request. Please pray, pray. They have not promoted me for a long time. No, there is a way your performance guarantees your promotion. When you labor at due time. Look at Ephesians for me, chapter 5, verse 15 to 16, ESV translation. Look carefully then how you walk. Not as unwise, but as what? As wise. Look at the next verse. Making the best use of the time. Why? Because the days are evil. Can you go back to verse 15 and say, look carefully. Then how you do what? You walk. Not as unwise, but as wise. If you don't look carefully, one stupid boy will come and hang out with you and mess up your life and destroy your future. Look carefully what company you keep. Look carefully where you go. Look carefully the kind of transaction you get yourself involved with. Now there's a lot of temptation for you online that you can borrow money. I don't know if you have seen those kind of temptations online. Say click here and borrow which amount now. Who have seen what I'm talking about? Can I see you if you have seen that? You'll be very, very careless to go and click that and borrow online money. You might be a slave forever. Look carefully then how you walk in 2023. Don't walk as unwise, but walk as wise. Get enough counsel in everything you want to do, and you'll be glad you were counseled. Look at the next verse, 16. Read it with me, everybody. Making the best use of the time. Why? I can hear you. So, because the days are evil, what do you do with time? Make the best use of time. Pursue time in a profitable manner. Stop sleeping when your mates are working. Stop watching movies on your telephone when your mates are busy reading their books. You will fail like no man's business. Everything that steals your time, cut them off What's my counsel? You are appearing like you are not ready to repent. Anything that steals your time, do what? Cut them off. Why? Time will never wait for anybody. It won't take excuses from you. So, boy, let's go and chill. Chill, care. Chill. When my mates are working hard, I should come and chill. I know chill. When my harvest begin, I will come and chill. Men who chill, they chill during harvest, not during sowing time. Therefore, few counsel. Counsel number 1, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 10 to 11. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little holding of the hands to rest. Next, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed man. When you don't pursue time, and you slumber, you sleep when others are walking, and you use slogans like, I no go kill myself. Oh boy, kill yourself now, so that you will celebrate you tomorrow. Is that okay? Is that okay? Hard work doesn't kill anybody. It's laziness that kills people. Don't be slothful. Don't be laid back. You are not born to be poor. It's poor choices that keep you poor. Even if your parents are poor, you can decide against it. Poverty will not be an inheritance to you, because God didn't design you to be poor. Some of our parents are poor for the wrong choices they made. When they were making money, instead of investing it, they went to marry more wives. And one wife, managing one wife is work. Now you have 4, you are finished. Any young man in this age that attend polygamy is not fit to live, because he has not learned lessons. Nothing took away peace from many homes today than the fact that their father have more than one wife. And all the wives start suspecting each other, suspecting each children, going to juju house to attack each person's child. Have you heard that kind of story before? And say, this one, the child of the first wife is rising very well. Kilode, he has done juju against my own children. He also go and do juju and put water. When the guy wake up, he can't see again. And then the other one say, oh, you took the eyes of my child, I will take the leg of your own child. Why? One unguided man went to look for more than one wife. What are you looking for? Only poverty is as a result of slackness. Every job they give, you say, I can't do this one, is too hard. Show me a job that is not hard. I will tell you that poverty is harder. They give you job to do, you say it's too hard, it's too difficult. Have you seen these guys who play football in Europe? Do you know they train in winter? Winter is a harsh weather, not convenient at all. You will see them wear gloves in their hands. I don't know if I've observed that. Wear thick top, and they still have to keep doing the exercise, doing the practice. In all season, they have trainings going on. So when you are celebrating some of those known names among them, you need to also embrace their sacrifices. Nobody who is a professor today read only 2 books to become a professor. Is that how they become professor? Otherwise, all of us will have been professor. Is it only 2 books people read and they say, today you have become what? Professor of mathematics by reading 2 textbooks. Anybody who have risen to any heights have worked hard. That you are in secondary school, you have worked harder than those in primary school. Anybody understand that? That you are in the university, you have worked harder than somebody who is in secondary school. That today you're a PhD holder, you have worked harder with internal politics and all kinds of fights. Do you know why lawyers wear this white wig on their head? It's a symbol. It's not alcohol. What is the English word for alcohol? It's not fashion. It's a symbol of wisdom. It's a symbol of a lot of readings and a lot of knowledge. So when the guy stands up, you are seeing knowledge standing. Are you hearing me here? You are seeing a man who can look at issues from different perspectives and identify the loophole and use the loophole to win a case. And he makes money out of that. He said, what is it in being? It's not just to be talking. You do the talk, let's see. Anybody who amounts to anything has worked hard. Anybody who amounts to nothing has not worked hard enough. What will you make today? Work hard or work less? Pursue time. Because every work you do runs with time schedule. Are you aware of that? 8 hours every day. 8 hours every day. You put it at the end of the month, they pay you. Some who earn more, they don't even have 8 hours anymore. They just keep working. No closing time. Office had closed, they are still in the office working. You're not saying, oh, this guy enjoying you. They're just driving fine car. They're just living big. Have you paid the price they pay? Don't envy a man whose sacrifice you have not embraced. You don't know the sacrifice of that man. You just see him living well, living good, living big, having chains of cars, having all kinds of things going on. Don't envy him more. Because you don't know what sacrifice he has embraced. Proverbs 12:24. The hand of the diligent will rule, while the slothful will be put to forced labor. You want to be a worthwhile man, be diligent in what you do. What does it mean to be diligent? Be detailed. I've seen a lot of handwork men who do handwork, builders, painters. I've seen them do some things and it end up, some of them extremely neat, extremely excellent, and you are asking questions, who did this? I've seen some other handwork men. When they finish, they leave the place worse than they met it. Stain everywhere, mess up everywhere, and disappear. You want to give job to such a person next time? Anything your hand finds to do, do it well. Be diligent. Do good finishing. Do good expertise. Stop doing things that will not get recommendations. If you are diligent enough and pursue time in doing what you do, men will give you reference. They will make references to you. You want to do this? See that man. You want to do this? Oh, I know somebody. You want to do that? Oh, somebody can do it better. But anything you do, just do it anyhow. Say, clean the pulpit. You clean it, it's not clean. So how about the television screens on the altar? Let's check it out. And then you check it, there is dust everywhere. And yes, one says, but I have cleaned it now. I'm not going to kill myself. Hey, kill yourself well, so that higher price will be your next prize. Be diligent in the arrangement of your house. Be diligent. Don't keep an office that do not encourage hard work. You enter some people's office, you see books, load, everything is disorganized. You say, this office is a busy office. No, you are not busy. This office is an uncultured office. It's not organized. That's why you close the day and your table is left roughed. Nothing is arranged anywhere. Check everywhere, books on the ground, everything. No, sir. You are busy, but you are not organized. There's a difference between being organized. When you are organized, you see details. Anybody understanding me here? You see details. You know where you have kept this. You know where you have kept that. You know where you have kept this other one. But when you are just busy, you got 20 books. You need only one. Scatter them all around yourself. I entered a man's house, and he was impressed at my coming and took me to his bedroom. Wanted to show me something in his bedroom. And when we entered his bedroom, and his wife was also there, the whole of his bed, half of his bed were books. He's a reader. He said, I sleep with book, I wake up with a book. I said, how about mommy? He said, mommy has gotten angry and moved to another room. Is that orderliness? Is that being organized? He could have still read all the books he wants to read if he create a shelf in his bedroom and arrange those books in the shelf. Does that make sense? That's being orderly. And you know what book to pick at every time than driving your wife away from the bed. Because half of the bed, he said, even me, I just manage to lay on one side. So when I wake up, it's one book. When I sleep, it's another book. I said, sir, this one will kill romance in this marriage. Now, for others whom I see him that way, this man is hardworking, this man, his name is Buko, it's okay. But I've seen a book man who is not diligent in the way he arranges himself. What makes a man diligent is creative mind and maximizing time allotted for every event. Ask our leaders who are close to me. One thing I hate the most is pushing things till last minute. I hate it. Because you're going to heighten everybody for what you have not done. And if you are well organized, you'll have done them step by step, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. So when we are closing calmly. But when you delay things, you say, don't worry, last minute I'm in your joy. Last minute we'll go and jump at Reverend. It's a sign you are not organized. It doesn't show diligence. It doesn't show good planning. We're now all running last minute. Sanitation, they don't have things to use, and we're starting tomorrow. What's the meaning of that? You have 1 year notice that conference is coming. If you have to be buying what sanitation need every month, little by little, by the sanitation members, not by church, little by little, by this time, we have everything we need for the conference. Not last minute, you now draw a budget. Yeah, this is our budget. We are waiting. For who? It's our conference. It's not my conference. It's all of us. And I just use sanitation as one of the case studies. So it with so many departments. You have 1 year to plan. You drag until last minute, and then you are disturbing everybody. It's a sign of poor planning and not being diligent enough. Not being diligent enough. For that, I do not praise anybody who is guilty of that. It's poor planning. The hand of the diligent will rule. Imagine how great we rule if everything had been well planned and we're just fixing them in. Everybody's relaxed.
We trust that you've been blessed by this message preached by Reverend Samson Ajetomobi of the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated. We invite you to worship with us every Sunday at 9 a.m. and every Tuesday and Thursday at the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated, Olororo, Ojo, Ibadan. Or watch our services online via the Men of Issachar Vision Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can also listen to us on mivradio.com. For inquiries, please call 0808 085 4818 or send an email to mivmandates2010@gmail.com. God bless you.